on the power play there, and that got us rolling early, so it was good. We were comfortable out there. We practiced a lot this week, so we felt good.
We talk a lot about depth scoring, and especially in these playoffs, 4 guys have scored their first goals. For you guys, just to see those guys stepping up, and Matt especially, 2 goals in these playoffs so far. What has just been like in giving you confidence seeing these guys who aren't usually the typical heroes stepping up in these playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, depth is a huge thing at this time of year. It's something we preach on our team. It's something that we know we need if we're going to be successful. Our top guys do a great job of scoring, but if they can't find a way to find the net that night, it's great that we have other guys stepping up at this time, and just guys throwing pucks to the net. Baldy has a nice tip tonight in the power play, gets an opportunity, and he makes the most of it. So it's just great to see for everybody, and it's something that hopefully we can keep going.
We have one more question for the players.
Coach Schaefer, you're now 16-9-1 coaching on Olympic-sized rink. How do you adjust, and how are you so successful?
We don't try to make too many adjustments. I think our team's always been a puck possession team, and on an Olympic sheet, you better be a puck possession team. So I think we've always prided on ourselves of not just throwing pucks blind or just firing it around. And I think when you play a puck possession on an Olympic sheet, you just increase your odds when you have the puck more. And tonight was again, it was a weird kind of game. I mean, it just the team timeouts, the reviews. I only speak from a coach. It didn't seem like there was much momentum in the game. It was kind of it was blah. And what I mean by that was just the power plays, the penalty kills, the TV timeouts. We were up, but the Olympic sheet for us, I think it also leads to that blah. In the sense of, the action isn't as fast, it isn't hard hitting, it's not, pucks don't get to the net as fast, and so there is a lot more perimeter in the course of the game. And I think that takes a little bit of adjusting for everybody. I think we learned our lesson last year in the Olympic sheet. We lost to Princeton. I just didn't think we penetrated the middle of the ice. We didn't get to the net enough, and I thought we did that tonight, especially on our power play.
Yeah, one more for the players, and we'll let them go.
For Matt and Morgan, can you describe what you saw on each of your individual goals?
We wasn't the prettiest power play. We had a little trouble getting set up. First time we went out there, we didn't get much. I kind of rushed it. Second one, we did a good job of entering the zone. I kicked it back to McRae, kicked it over to Locker, and just made a little seam pass to me, and then I just took a step in, and I was looking for a stick, and then I kind of saw an opening, so just kind of threw a puck on net, and it had eyes. So I was just looking to get a puck to the net and get things going, and it was great to see it going.
Yeah, mine was kind of the same thing, actually. We had a tough time getting in the zone, and pucks were bouncing on us a little bit and passing in each other's skates, but Yanni gave me a good one, and I looked up and saw someone in my lane, so I just started kind of creeping over across the ring outline area, and when I saw that the guy had sagged off a little bit, there was a little bit of the seam for me to shoot through, and I figured I'd take my chances on it, and I was lucky enough for it to go in.
Matthew, Morgan, Matt, thank you. You can get back down to your teammates if you'd like. Do you have any questions for Coach Schaefer here?
Coach, there was a tough sequence with the Malat major penalty. How do you like how your guys responded to that play and his ejection?
Yeah, I mean, they came out, they did a good job. They made an adjustment on their power play that we hadn't seen a whole lot on video. They really didn't do it a whole lot against Princeton and Quinnipiac, and they kind of went in a more of a 1-3-1 look. And our guys did a good job, again, of blocking shots and making reads. So it was just a long delay, and so I just felt like it couldn't have been that obvious, it's an important part of the year, but I had to take, like, it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like 5 or 6, 7, 8 minutes that it took to make the call. So, but the guys killed it, and then I said, obviously kept going from there. But they did the same thing all year long. They've been doing a great job killing penalties, blocking shots, and again, when they get there, Matty's there waiting.
Anything else?
Who do you want to see win this upcoming game and play tomorrow?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just they're both great teams. Both these teams, Clarkson and Harvard, have had great years. you know, they've got outstanding players on their team. We've had great battles this year. We lost once to Harvard at Madison Square Gardens, and you know, at Clarkson, they made it. We didn't play very well at Clarkson, but they had a big part of that. And I thought they played very well. So this will be an outstanding game, and we really don't care who we play.
One last question.
Especially in the Union quarterfinal series where the power play was having a lot of trouble. Was there any differences you saw in the power play tonight, or just pucks bouncing the right way, or what'd you see in that?
I don't know. I think that Matt's was one. As I said, I thought we had a lot of those kind of looks where we threw a shot blocker on net, and it didn't go in for us. And Union did a great job of killing. The second one was just a makeshift power play, a 5-minute major. You know, we just put together, and they practiced power play all year. I mean, but Brendan Smith and Alex Green, you know, went out with that group, and it was just a heads-up play by I think it was Brendan to find Noah for a tip. And the third one Morgan's just got a great shot. I mean, he has his head up, and he's lethal in that area. And so some nights they just go in, you know. And tonight was, for us, I said, it was a tough way, you know, 5-minute major to start 2 minutes into the game. It's not the way you want to start. And you know, I think that you want to be, you know, you can bury it away with a power play, but I always think it comes back to the penalty kill. The penalty killers did their job. Even a 6-on-4, you know, ended up, it was ironic, it was our first shorthanded goal of the year, you know, and but it was just one of those nights.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations. Opening statement, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it just wasn't our night. I mean, credit to Cornell. You know, we had a great year. You know, and it's hard when your season's over and you know the guys are in the room and it's the last time some of them wear the jersey. It's a hard situation. I mean, but I want the guys to feel very proud of what they accomplished this year and the direction that they put our program on and what the future holds, quite honestly. I feel really good about the direction of our team, the guys we have returning, you know, the standards that the seniors set, and the expectations will be raised next year, which is what we want. And, you know, we want to be a team that's in these situations. You know, we'll learn from this, you know, and we'll find a way to get back here.
Questions for Brendan?
Yes. Josh. I got you anyways, Josh.
Obviously, that's not the team I've seen in the last 3 weeks. Was it just a matter of the 5-minute major to start the game? That was just a rough way to start it? Or?
Yeah, we were on our heels. I mean, when they score, you take a 5-minute major to 2.5 minutes into the game, and then they score 2 power play goals. You know, you're just behind it a little bit, and it's catch-up hockey. And you know, even though there's a long stretches of the game left, I mean, but it's a very good hockey team. You know, that's a team that's learned their lesson. That's you know, that's a team that's mature. That's one of the best teams in the country. And you know, we just didn't start the game the right way. You know, but you know, it's we never gave up. You know, it was one of those nights. You know, the pucks were going in for them, and you know, they weren't for us. You know, again, we weren't nervous. We weren't overwhelmed by the stage at all. We just got beat by a team that was better tonight. Yes. They defend really well, and they block a ton of pucks, and their goaltender's excellent. You know, and you know, attempts on net are great, but you actually have to deposit some of them, you know, and make sure they get to the net, so the goalie has to stop them. I mean, again, they're a very well-coached, well-structured hockey team, and it's hard to get to the net on them. It's hard to get pucks to the net. It's hard to get second opportunities, and when we did, I thought their goalie was excellent. Yes.
Next point in UFC, Joe,
when did you realize, this team had the potential of maybe making a run like you did in the playoffs?
Probably right around the holidays, where we started to gel a little bit, where the guys kind of fell into roles, where pucks started going in for us. The first half of the year, even though we were 2-7, I liked the way we were playing. I liked what we were doing. We couldn't score. So every game was, we had to win, 2-1 or 1-0. It's very hard to do. But right around the holidays, when we were up at the Ledger tournament, and then heading into the next weekend, where we went on the road and played in the Pittsburgh tournament that we won, we did a lot of good things, and we just built off of it, and we understood the style of play that we needed to play with, and that was fast, hard-nosed, gritty, relentless hockey, and again, it would have been nice if we could have continued this season, but hats off to Cornell and to Schaaf and what that team has done. Yes?
Cornell hasn't been healthy a lot of the year, but tonight obviously pretty much full. Just top to bottom, how much good is going, how hard is it to stop them from the first line to the fourth line?
They're a good team. I mean, they play the game really heavy, so you have to defend hard, and you have to be good in front of your net, and you have to stay out of the box, and we probably failed on all three fronts, but they're an excellent hockey team. They have they can play the game a lot of different ways. They can play it heavy, they can play it skilled. They have really sound defensive principles, and their goalie is also one of the better goalies in the country.
One more question for Coach Witta.
Yes.
Coach Mike Schaefer complimented your coach in the last night and said congratulations to you after the game. What was that like for you?
Well, he said it to me on the ice, which was, from my perspective, Schaaf's one of the guys that's been around for a long time. He does an excellent job year in and year out, and to have one of your peers say that to you, and to know it wasn't just said to say it, he actually meant it. I've known Mike for a while. He wouldn't say something that he didn't mean. So from my end, I can look back, and our staff can look back, and our team can look back, and we can feel really good about this season and the strides we made and where we started and where we got to, that was nice of him to say, and I felt good when he said it, and again, it wasn't something that he needed to do. So, from my end, I have a lot of respect for him and his program and what he does there.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.